Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this does not work. I'm getting set up for my live stream tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, and getting ready to go upstairs and cook some keto dinner, man. We're having like fajita bowls tonight. So if you're following along, man, we're going to be out there in the grill in the heat. It's going to be great. But let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods here. Okay, by now all of you guys have heard about Zeke Elliott and his agent were a little bit upset about Jerry Jones's comments. And I got to tell you, I am truly amazed at fans' reaction. Immediately, if a Dallas Cowboy player doesn't go along with the company line, you guys throw him under the bus. They literally went right after Zeke Elliott, called him everything but a child of God, a crybaby, butt hurt feelings, and this, that, and the other. And that court of public opinion, when it comes to Cowboy players, y'all some rough people. We saw it with DeMarcus Lawrence, when he was trying to get his contract and things. And, how people were like, get rid of the bum, trade him, he's not worth it, and so on. We saw that with Des Bryant's situation. We saw it last week when people heard that, allegedly that Dak Prescott was looking for $40 million a year. Man, guys, slow down. This is just business as usual in the NFL. What you don't understand is that the Dallas Cowboys just happen to do all their business out in public. This stuff goes on all around with other teams and things. It's just not covered like it is with the Dallas Cowboys. Russell Wilson gave Seattle an ultimatum and said, either pay me by the 15th of April or I will never sign a contract. You've seen what happened with Antonio Brown, where he was coming and going last year for the Steelers, where they finally got tired of it, and you see what the Raiders are dealing with. You look at head cases like Odell Beckham, although he looks like a choir boy compared to AB. It's just amazing the stuff that goes on, but we just seem to be a little bit more sensitive. Now, listen, they'll get this thing worked out, and once they do, everything will be fine, hunky dory, and we'll be a family again. Okay, so just kind of ignore some of the noise and stuff. And Zeke, you got to understand, Jerry Jones as well. He's Jerry Jones. He's gonna do what Jerry gonna do, which is what Jerry gonna do. In other news, which I'm glad to report as we are sitting here without Zeke Elliott at the moment, although we got Tony Pollard, who people are like ready to say, hey, we got him, forget Zeke. I'm not quite there yet. DeMarcus Lawrence and crew. DeMarcus Lawrence, as well as Byron Jones and Tyrone Crawford, are getting close to return, and it looks like DeMarcus Lawrence may be on tap, ready to play in that game against the Giants, although he may not be 100%. But I can guarantee you, come hell or high water, DeMarcus Lawrence wants to play in that game against Eli Manning, which his days may be numbered with Daniel Jones. In fact, I get those giant cockroaches now that are ready to start the Daniel Jones era immediately. So I'm sure DeMarcus Lawrence wants to finally get his last licks in. So we'll be talking about that as well as everything else that is the Dallas Cowboys. Um, I end up having so many trolls, so many cockroaches that come out of the woodwork. Those giant fans are now coming out because it's the first game of the season and they figure it's safe because everybody's 0-0. I had an Atlanta Falcon fan who literally was a nutcake telling me how great their team was, and now he's back to emailing me like crazy. And I made a slight error this morning, kind of, when I was talking about other teams. I was talking about the way things are covered because I was using two examples, and I said Matt Ryan was sacked 3 times, and then I said the league MVP was 2 of 5 for 11 yards. He assumed, and see, understand what assumed means. Assume means you make an ass out of you and me, but basically you just made an ass out of you because I was talking about Pat Mahomes was 2 of 5 overthrowing people. And it's amazing to me because he literally sent me an email with the headlines, I'm reporting you to YouTube. 50 Atlanta Falcons fans caught you lying. Wow. So let me see if I got this straight. Atlanta Falcon fans are on every single word that I say, because that was so far buried into this morning's report. It was about 7, 8 minutes into it, because I had already talked about the Zeke Elliott situation. I had talked about Michael Gallup's interview. I had talked about that whole situation. It was on the tail end, and it was literally one sentence. I'm glad that you watched me that intently, because you are definitely helping my watch minute average. So shout out to you, Falcon fan, and all of your friends that are watching as well. I appreciate it. Maybe I should talk more about Matt Ryan so I can keep my watch minutes up. But on a serious note, guys, you guys take some of this stuff a little too seriously. Seriously. It's just YouTube. People will talk and try and make a name for themselves. They'll go out there and they'll act like a jackass. They will call people this, that, and the other. And you know what? That's where you take the high road and you live above the bullshit and you become the better person. I'm Mark Holmes, and I can't wait to see you guys here at 9 o'clock tonight for our live stream. We'll be simulcasting on Facebook as well to all my Facebook pages, and hopefully we'll have some better news to bring to you. I'll see you then.